this is kind of where we get into the nitty-gritty of this the subject. I kind of went through the slides and organized this in a way that made sense to me, and I'm hoping that it will help you as well. So the body has 3 lines of defense. Okay, you have your first line of defense, which is basically your anatomical and, sorry, I just want to scroll here. Your anatomical and chemical barriers. Okay, these are really common sense things like your skin, your mucous membranes. Saliva, urine, even your tears have enzymes or lysosomes in them that break down the cell walls of certain bacteria. These are things that your first line of defense are things that prevent that foreign object or foreign pathogen or whatever from entering your body. So when we're talking about your skin, we're talking about protecting your body, yes, against bacteria, but also against any kind of like perforation or abrasion, right? So a sliver or anything like that. So those are the things that are going to stop something from getting into your body. That's your first line of defense. And obviously this line of defense is non-specific. And when we say non-specific, we mean it's not tailored to any specific pathogen or injury, right? Your skin protects you against, well, hopefully everything. I mean, it's not going to, but it's going to, it's there to protect you against whatever it can. It's not specifically fighting a certain kind of pathogen or injury, right? So we have a second level of response or second line of defense that is also non-specific, meaning it's not, it gets a little confusing here because it does involve white blood cells and an inflammatory process, but it is still non-specific. It's not fighting against or creating immunity to a specific pathogen. It is just it is there to fight whatever breaks through this barrier here. Okay, so something breaks through what have you here. Now you have either a pathogen or an injury or something that has gone through that barrier and is in your skin or in your tissue. Okay, so now I just put this lymphatic system here as I find it helpful because that's where it's how we classify where kind of these white blood cells and the inflammatory, like where it's coming from. Okay, this is kind of where we're going to spend most of our time talking or reviewing today because this stuff is pretty simple and this is fairly quick. So just to go over this quickly, the third line of defense, this is where we get specific now. This is where our cells, our white blood cells, are creating antibodies that are specific to a pathogen that has broken through this barrier here. Okay, so I know that can get a little bit confusing. We'll kind of fly up to that, like back and forth as we talk. So hopefully it will help keep things clear.